Black eyed tales, it's almost time for black eyed tales. Come along and take my hand, and let's all go to black eyed land. Black eyed tales.
Black Eyed Tales.
Modern War Negro.
Real nigga talking, sit your ass down. What's up, motherfuckers? Modern War Negro here. Welcome back to Black Eyed Tales, the show where me and Black Guy tells you random stories about his life. And today I'm bringing you guys some Street Fighter cross Tekken gameplay, or Street Fighter versus Tekken as the real niggas say it. And I think I'm playing as Ryu and Steve. Those are two of my favorite characters from the two different series. But anyway, we're not here for the motherfucking gameplay. We're here for the motherfucking story. Right? Alright, let's get into the story. Now, I'm going to call this story The Legend of Danny. That's the only thing I can think of. And this is how this motherfucking story goes. Now, it's my 8th grade year in middle school. And we're sitting in math class. Look at me, I'm fucking up already. I'm not going to edit this out, fuck it. One take. That's all a nigga do. So I'm sitting in my math class, 8th grade. And we get a new kid named Danny. Now, Danny was this little pale-faced, freckle-faced, blonde-hair white boy. This kid, he couldn't have been taller than fucking 4'8", 4'9", 4'10's top, and he was skinny as shit. He was a fucking midget. He was small as shit. Like, he couldn't fuck nobody up. And he was sitting in class, and nobody introduces themselves. Like, the teacher introduces him to the class. Hello, everybody, this is Danny, and he's new to the class, and everybody's like, yeah, whatever, bitch. So nobody introduces themselves to the new kid or whatever, and he's like sitting in the corner being shunned like a fucking leopard. And I was like, you know what, I'm not an asshole. I stood up and I walked over to introduce myself, and as I'm walking over, the whole class is like staring at me like, is he gonna talk to the new nigga? Even though he's white. And I was like, hell, motherfucker, yeah. So, you know, I introduced myself. I'm like, hey, man, what's up, Corey? He's like, my name is Corey. Look at me, I'm fucking up. I said, hey, what's up, Danny? I said, my name is Corey. He's like, nice to meet you. Woo-doo-doo. He's like, yeah, I'm Danny. I just moved from like New Hampshire or some bullshit. So me and Danny become cool. We become friends or whatever, or associates. And one day I'm eating lunch or whatever. I'm like stuffing my face, and some thug ass niggas approach me that I fuck with, and they was like, hey, yo. They said, you need to get your boy. I was like, what you mean? It's like, that little white motherfucker. He's like, what do you mean? He's like, I was like, you talking about Danny? He's like, yeah, whatever that little nigga's name is. He said he running around calling us niggers and nigga and fucking slaves. And I was like, we about to fuck that nigga up. You better get your boy. And I said, man, you talking about my boy Danny? I was like, Danny is cool. I was like, I vouch for him. I fuck with Danny. I was like, yeah, chill. It's like, it's some kind of misunderstanding. People spreading rumors, you know what I'm saying? You know how it is out here in the streets, you know what I'm saying? And it was like, all right. He's like, if you fuck with him, he's like, we gonna fuck with him. I was like, true. So it wasn't nothing. They walk away. Now, Danny hadn't even been in the school like fucking 2 weeks. Another week passes, like week 3 of his fucking career at our middle school. They approached me again, the thug ass niggas during lunch, and they said, hey, son. He said, we heard it with our own fucking ears. This nigga calling us nigga, and slaves and all this other bullshit. He said, we don't fuck with this nigga. We about to fuck him up. And I'm like, are you sure, man? Like, why would we come to you, nigga? We about to fuck this nigga up. You the only one to fuck with him, blah, blah, blah. I was like, yeah, chill. I was like, don't whoop his ass. I said, I got this. I'm about to hold the city down. So, you know what I'm saying? During class, I approached Danny, and I said, hey, I said, let me talk to you, Danny. I was like, don't get offended. Don't get mad. But I said, the streets is talking. He's like, what do you mean? I said, the streets is telling me, man, you running around saying some foul shit. You talking about calling people niggers and nigga, and we fucking slaves and all this other shit. And meanwhile, like behind me, I got my boy backing me this is in math class. We're in the 8th grade, and it was a 16-year-old kid named Ulysses, and he's standing behind me, like backing me, like, yeah, did you say that shit, nigga? Did you say it? He like a grown-ass man with fucking like little 13, 14-year-olds. But anyway, I asked Danny, I was like, yeah, did you say what you said or whatever? And Danny was like, yeah, I fucking said it. I was like, what? I didn't laugh. I was like, what? Like, he fucking like did a fucking total 180, just fucking flipped the switch. Yeah, I fucking said it. You're a fucking slave. You little nigger. You're my bitch. And I'm like, you know what? I didn't even get mad, because you know what? I'm not a nigger. I'm not a nigga. Like, all jokes aside, I know I say nigga a lot in my videos, but those are just jokes. That's what they are. I know I'm not a nigga, and the only people who get mad when they get called a nigga is actual niggas, insecure black people, or just ignorant people in general. But anyway, I'm fucking ranting right now. But anyway, he's like, yeah, I fucking said it. I said, He had like this little high-pitched voice, little bitch-ass white voice, you know, a typical white people voice. I'll do your fucking taxes. But anyway. Anyway, I was like, you know what, Danny? I was like, you got it. I was like, I'm not even mad. It's whatever. So, you know what I'm saying? We go to lunch or whatever, and it's me and Ulysses chilling or whatever, and I see the thug-ass niggas walking by, because they always, like, stuck together for some reason. I was like, yeah, come here. I was like, you know what? I was like, I talked to Danny or whatever. I said, we not cool no more. And I said, he did say, he confirmed he was saying what you was saying. I was like, I'm sorry for not listening or whatever. And I'm just letting y'all know, I'm not giving y'all permission to fuck him up. But I'm just saying, if you want to fuck him up, feel free. Because what Danny did not understand is, he only had been in the school like 3-4 weeks. He did not understand that when you're born funny like I am, everybody tends to fuck with you. And that's not me trying to sound like cocky or some shit. It's just the truth. Everybody likes to laugh, okay? There's certain talents that everybody enjoys. And everybody, like, being funny is one of those things that everybody enjoys. So one day I could be sitting with the geeks talking geek and talking computers and video games and shit, and the next day I could be sitting with the thug niggas cracking jokes about people and all this other shit. And that's how it was. Like, everybody fucking with me. So Danny did not understand that I already had saved him from getting his ass whooped already a couple times. This motherfucker's life was in my hands, but he didn't know. He was just a young nigga in the game. They was like, all right, cool, whatever. So the bell rings and it's time to go back to class from lunch. Now, in my middle school, in order to get back to class, because the school wasn't that big, it was this big ass narrow hallway, and everybody had to go down the hallway, and they were like herded down the hallway by all the teachers like fucking cattle. Everybody had to go down this narrow hallway. Now, out of nowhere, everybody's walking in class. Out of nowhere, you hear, hey, yo, there that nigga is, get him. You like hear it from the back of the fucking crowd, and next thing you know, like 5-6 niggas come running through, just bum rushing through the fucking crowd. And I swear to God, the crowd, it fucking parted like fucking Moses did the sea in the Bible. That just split fast as shit. Niggas just come up and they see Danny. They find Danny in the fucking crowd, and they lift this little nigga up by the neck. If you could just imagine like 6 niggas just bum rushing, lift Danny up, this little white boy. He's like frailing his arms and kicking his shit. Help, help, help. And like I'm sitting in the pocket just watching this junk, just smirking the whole time. And there was, for some reason, I don't even know why, like I couldn't make this up if I tried. For some reason there was a locker open, because there were like in the hallway that you had to go down, there were lockers also along the along the walls in the hallway. For some reason, there was a locker open, like somebody forgot to lock their lock on their locker. It was like halfway open. So they take the lock off the thing, and they shove Danny in the locker. This is how small this motherfucker is. And they lock the lock, and Danny's fucking banging on, help, help, help! And everybody's fucking like staring at it, like, and then like for 5 seconds they were just staring, and then everybody's like, oh, true. And then everybody went back to what they was doing. They just started walking back to class. And meanwhile, I'm just sitting in the pocket chilling like, true. Now, if you're sitting there wondering, I wonder if Danny is still locked up in that locker. I don't know. I can't tell you. He might be, motherfucker. He might be. This is back in like 04 this happened. That nigga fucking grew up in that locker. Now, the moral of this story is, all jokes aside, when I say nigga, I'm just joking or whatever. And what I'm saying is, if you call me a nigga, I'm not gonna get mad. But the homies that's with me, that's standing behind me, when they hear you call me a nigga, they might get mad. And I can't control their actions. I can't control their emotions. And what I'm saying is, basically, they reserve the right to fuck you up. So you best off just not saying nigga, or anything like that. I mean, is it fair? No, but hey, I don't write the rules, you know. White people always want to get mad. Hey, how come we can't say nigga? Blah, 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 blah. Look, white people, you guys, you're allowed to raise the taxes and fucking do everything else. Let us have our word, okay? But anyway, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, comment, subscribe, you know, all that bullshit. And just remember, I'm Modern War Negro, and when all else fails, the city needs me.
Thinking about you, oh no, no, no. I've been thinking about you, no, no, no. I've been thinking about you. Do you think about me still? Do you?
I've been thinking about you, hope you think about me. I've been thinking what we were or what we would be. You Used to call you my honey, so you must be a bee. Love to talk you how you talk to me. No playing games, we ain't into that monopoly. Need me, that's impossible. A solution, no fight. She never stop with me. She a boss, but she ain't bossing me. No, she got a man, but that ain't stopping me.